I am a self-taught artist. I've been a doodler my whole life. From when I was a little kid right up into retirement, my hands are always moving. I definitely do both acrylic and oil paintings. Again, my choice of subject is landscapes, and I will mix and match all the time. I'm now trying to push the boundaries between using wool and oils and acrylics, and trying to see what kind of results I can get from that. When I was introduced to this form, what I did was I just used my painterly techniques that I use in acrylics and oils and just apply the same concepts and same techniques, but using a different medium. I use both dry and wet felting techniques. Dry felting is using the wool as it is naturally in a dry state, and just manipulating the needle so that I can blend my colors, etc., just like a palette. In wet felting, what we're doing is I will blend my colors dry, use boiling water, soap, and a lot of agitation that will shrink the wool down into what we call a bat. And then I will use that bat to form whatever I feel like with how the painting is going. I use a technique where I'm using my needle sideways, which allows me to manipulate the wool or the material, pull it up, that will give me that two-dimensional feel. I can describe the one that's directly behind me here, sure, as this is me now starting to push my boundaries a little bit more. Underneath is an acrylic painting that I just randomly use different colors. I have no real palette in my mind as I did the painting. And then and it started because I had this beautiful piece of material that is a blend of wool and silk. Approximately 6 years ago, I was taking my mother down to Port Hope for lunch, and we walked into the Black Lamb, which was a yarn studio at the time, and I walked in, and all I said to my mom was, I could paint with those colors. And it was literally a wall full of wool in the most amazing colors. And it was the owner, Lori Golduke, who introduced me to felting. I, again, am just absolutely gobsmacked that I was invited to have my work displayed here at the gallery. It is quite an honor. I actually did a workshop many years ago when I first started. I did a small workshop here at the gallery and had a couple of my pieces shown here. Since then, I was invited to the annual show that occurred this year and had my own booth. And Anne and her group saw how my art has grown from when I first started to what I'm now presenting. And so they came to me and asked if I would like to have my work hung here in the gallery. And it is a great honor and a pleasure.